I think I think Kevin Sullivan and J.J. Dillon had a lot of getting in the ear of Bill Bush when all of a sudden after 3 months I was called into the office of Bill Bush and told they were going in a different direction. And I knew Sullivan and J.J. Dillon had a lot to do with it. I've said that before. I've documented that before. I think I've buried the hatchet with J.J. Dillon. I'm pretty sure about that. I know I saw Kevin Sullivan after that, and I approached him and, said hello to him and everything else like this. Listen, I want to say a couple things about this. 15 years ago, what happened in WCW 1999 is not even on my radar anymore. I mean, it's really not. I know there are a lot of people stuck in that time of, David Arquette, and we're going to put everything on a poll, and you killed WCW. That doesn't even go through my mind. The situation with Kevin Sullivan doesn't even go through my mind. With that being said, I want to say that prior to this happening, I worked with Kevin Sullivan, and I was a huge fan of Kevin Sullivan's. Back in the day, I thought Kevin Sullivan was, really ahead of his time. The guy reminded me of, Raven before Raven. You talk about a guy that just a creative thinker outside of the box, a great personality on television. He played a great character. I was a huge fan of Kevin Sullivan. I would love to have Kevin Sullivan on this show. As a matter of fact, I heard that Sullivan is doing something similar on another podcast, and I'm going to plug it. I have no problem with that. MLW podcast. That's the podcast Conan is on, and Court Bauer. Cornette's on that channel, and I think Sullivan looks at Nitros, much like we're looking at Raw. But I'm a huge fan of Kevin Sullivan's.